Kurumjari, a very good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. And I'm Victoria Rajkumari. Before we begin, let's take a look at headlines first. Continuous rainfall for 3 days leads to flooding of houses at Kongchak Makhalekai under Mayang Imphal constituency. Locals express concern on recurring flooding. Imphal East District instructs removal of illegal structures constructed along riverbanks and drainage channels by June 30th. Imagi Meira condemns Amit Shah's statement regarding difficulty of forming elected government until agreement reached between Matei and Kuki communities. And Aam Aadmi Party demands early restoration of normalcy in Manipur, urges to prioritize rehabilitation of internally displaced persons to their original homes. And now to top stories. Continuous rainfall over the past 3 days has led to flooding at Kongchak Makhalekai, located within Mayang Imphal constituency in Imphal West district. Several houses and streets in the area have been flooded. Speaking in this regard, R.K. Robin, a local resident, emphasized that flooding is a recurring issue at Kongchak Makhalekai, typically occurring 2 to 3 times each year. He noted that during such events, families are often forced to leave their homes and seek shelter at safer locations. R.K. Robin further emphasized the persistent hardships endured by residents during flooding. He appealed to the local MLA and authorities concerned to take immediate and long-term measures to address the recurring issue.
Using legislation may pan Kongchak Makhalekai using ising thumi je sahi kuding thumi nungju tha lakum matamda ahumrak ising thumi ai using chon sa che ising thumdara sangoi do hokchari si sahi kuding ai dum hokalaga lei adu using se mari lena ba khogi local gi MLA singna natraga mari lena ba singna meng changa ningi mamang da khangdaba leiraga ju antak khambiro sahi kuding sai thumi abje adu using sa ana yaudana doctor da pukatana hidaguri leiraga yem khop to ko yauri adu degi maning me chat pokot pa iru jada khopa ama imung nungi cheng chak thau thum ro to sin chat pada su problem yam thue masi khangbi ga me to changani.
Meanwhile, heavy rain in the past few days has pushed up the water level of Nambol River. Even though the flow is below danger mark as of now, more rain in the next few hours can create possibility of another flood. Manipur has witnessed a frequent flood in the past 2 years as embankments at Imphal River, Nambol River, Kongbo River and other major rivers were breached by floodwater. While blame can be attributed to both ecological collapse due to mass deforestation and lack of preparedness on the part of relevant departments, the flood did affect over 160,000 people and inundated over 35,000 houses in the state. District Administration of Imphal East has issued a stern public notice regarding the growing problem of unauthorized structures, both permanent and temporary, constructed along riverbanks and drainage channels. According to a notification issued yesterday by Imphal East DC, Dr. Nivedita Lakpam, these encroachments are disrupting the natural flow of water and increasing the risk of flooding, especially during the monsoon season. The notice added that despite multiple eviction and clearance operations in the past, such illegal constructions continue to emerge within the district's jurisdiction. Authorities have now directed those responsible to voluntarily dismantle and remove these structures within 7 days from the date of the notice. The notice further mentioned that failure to comply will result in forceful eviction and demolition by the concerned departments without further warning. The administration has called for public cooperation in addressing these critical issues. Imagi Maira has criticized Union Home Minister Amit Shah for stating that forming a regular government in Manipur will be challenging until the differences between the Matei and Kuki communities are resolved. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club, President of Imagi Maira, Thokchom Sujata, lambasted elected leaders in the state for failing to do their duties of informing the true nature of the ongoing crisis to central leaders, as Union Home Minister still continues to term the present crisis as ethnic clash between the two communities. She further alleged that MLAs have been enjoying their salaries and privileges but have completely failed in fulfilling their responsibilities. The violence have continued for over 2 years, but Kuki militants still continue to target civilians at paddy fields in peripheral areas, as the leaders in the state have not apprised the central leaders on ground reality of the prolonged crisis. Aam Aadmi Party AAP has sought early resettlement and rehabilitation of internally displaced persons IDPs in Manipur. Addressing a press meet held today at Manipur Press Club, AAP Northeast in charge Rajesh Sharma expressed disappointment over the government's negligence in attending to the needs of IDPs at relief camps. He continued to decry that IDPs taking refuge at the relief camps at Kakjing Kuno were found living in a distressful situation with shortage of medical needs and many other basic amenities when he visited and took stock of the situation yesterday. While noting that IDPs cannot be left unattended by merely providing 2 square meals a day, the AAP North in charge asserted that he has directed the party leaders in the state to prepare a representation highlighting the issues and grievances of IDPs in the state after making thorough assessment.
पूरे राज्य में लगभग 281 रिलीफ कैंप चल रहे हैं। उनमें रहने वाले लोगों के लिए जो व्यवस्था होनी चाहिए, सिर्फ चावल दे दें या थोड़ा सा राशन दे दें तो काम नहीं चलेगा। वहाँ छोटे छोटे बच्चे हैं, वहाँ बुजुर्ग हैं, बहुत सारे बीमार लोग हैं जिनको इलाज नहीं मिल पा रहा, जिनको दवाइयाँ नहीं मिल पा रही। तो इन रिलीफ कैंप में रहने वाले लोगों के लिए सरकार उचित व्यवस्था करे, ये बहुत जरूरी है। ये लोग 2-2 साल से रिलीफ कैंप में रह रहे हैं, तो सरकार को एक प्लान भी बनाना चाहिए कि कैसे उनको रिसेटलमेंट उनका किया जाए, इसकी भी व्यवस्था करनी चाहिए। आज 2 साल हो गए हैं, सरकार को इस पर गंभीरता से भी विचार करना चाहिए कि कैसे जल्दी से जल्दी हालात नॉर्मल हो जाएं। जो हाईवे में ब्लॉकेड होते हैं वो हाईवे के ब्लॉकेड बंद हों, क्योंकि कोई भी हाईवे होता है वो किसी भी स्टेट के लिए लाइफलाइन होता है। यहाँ के लोग जो व्यापारी वर्ग हैं, जो सामान्य नागरिक हैं, सभी परेशान हैं। किसान अपने खेत में जाकर खेती करने में डर रहे हैं। तो इन सब चीजों के लिए सरकार को उपयुक्त व्यवस्था ग्रहण करनी चाहिए। जल्दी से जल्दी मणिपुर में नॉर्मलसी रिस्टोर हो, इसके ऊपर काम करना चाहिए।
Meanwhile, AAP Manipur State Coordinator Bishwanath Thingnam questioned the valid ground for the government's reluctance to begin identification of illegal immigrants in the state, despite admitting that the ongoing crisis has been caused by them. further demanding the government to maintain transparency on the talks with the militants involved in Sioux Group. He asked the same government to provide a detailed report on the matter publicly. Vishwanath also urged the government to make early resettlement for the IDPs and restore peace and normalcy in the state. The AAP state coordinator then announced its stance that it will never accept solutions based on communal line and which undermines the territorial integrity of the state.
Central government from the side of the Home Ministry also matam supadadum thoi iransi illegal immigrants in thon mani haibase adu thang ada lai wafam di illegal immigrants na iransi thon mani haibiragadi still kaidobagi illegal immigrants ji khandoktana Manipur dagi thambiri bano haibase masi achoba wahang ama odadi loinana tangkat kayada Ministry of Home Affairs na sinduna Manipur gi civil society organizations kukizo gi civil society organizations wari sanaraba matung hojingna amu kogi shuda laiba underground singa wari sanarapagi magi lai base masigi yamna transparency koiba thanagi ba wari sindugi pawdam mama Manipur gi miyamda thambiyu haibasi masu Ministry of Home Affairs gi maikai dagi amadami party na appeal tawjari.
Meanwhile, Relief Committee Manipur has issued an appeal to all displaced persons residing outside designated relief camps, such as with friends, relatives or in a private accommodation, to attend a crucial meeting on June 26. The meeting is scheduled to take place at the Kuman Lampak Youth Hostel Relief Camp. According to a press note released by the committee, the session will focus on discussions regarding a newly announced state government scheme aimed at enrolling displaced individuals. The committee has requested all concerned persons to arrive at the venue on or before 3:30 p.m. Manipur reported that 13 new COVID-19 cases today, taking the total infected number in the state to 171. An official update issued today informed that 6 new cases were found in Imphal West District, while 7 cases were detected in Imphal East District. Meanwhile, 14 persons were discharged today. At present, there are 137 active cases in the state. Landslide in Tamenglong district's Tauksem subdivision has severe connectivity between Makwai village and Longchai village. The road is also a lifeline for Chervingnapang village. The road connects Kaidung Phai and Tauksem subdivision headquarters road and also Tamenglong to Tauksem headquarters road for people living in Saramba segment area. Chervingnapang village authority has urged relevant authority to arrange machinery to clear the landslide debris, as clearing the mud manually will take too much time. District Administration of Imphal West has issued a public notice urging citizens to obtain a no objection certificate (NOC) for height clearance before constructing buildings or structures, particularly those located in the red zone of color-coded zoning map CCZM of Imphal International Airport or within a 56-kilometer radius of the airport's aerodrome reference point. The directive issued under Bharatiya Vayuman Adhiniyam 2024, that is Indian Aircraft Act, and civil aviation norms warned that unauthorized structures or tall trees obstructing aircraft operations pose significant safety risks. Such violation will be dealt with under the Aircraft Demolition of Obstructions Rules 1994. Citizens are encouraged to apply for height clearance through the Airport Authority of India's online portal, which also features an interactive map to check permissible height limits. For further information, the public are advised to contact Imphal International Airport at the email apdimphal@aai.aero. In sharp contrast to the claim made by Kakching Khunau Municipal Council Ward Number 7 caretaker councillor A. Bimol Chan yesterday, BJP Suknu Mandal president clarified that the councillor is a former member of BJP who has been dissociated from the party since September 2024. Addressing a press meet held today at Kakching Khunau BJP, Suknu Mandal President M. Nabachandra clarified that Bimol Chan has been no longer a party member since he failed to enroll his name in the last BJP membership drive conducted in September 2024. He further expressed surprise on Bimol Chan's claim of tendering resignation from BJP only yesterday, while terming the act of Bimol Chan as a deceitful conduct to tarnish the party's image for the sake of getting some political advantage. Nabachandra alleged that Bimol Chan is an opportunist who frequently switches from one political party to another.
Angum Bimol Chan, hai ba Mr. Ase, sunu kendragi mahat mungsan kiba laite. Active member of the Pusulate, Maramasina, Mahana, Bharatiya Janata Party, to a have a promise, you come Yauda of Homni, Maramasana, Maase visit the Karimari to the Lenade, Man Hagi of Pharmacy, Marki Masadi, Kudong Sabalonaba, political mindless Lonaba, Haigo Eramani, Maramasana, Mara Haigo of Pharmacy, and I wanted Hasabigino, Magazine from Yauda of Homni, Haise, beyond the Sindok.
Haubam Nanau, a person living with HIV/AIDS, has pointed out possible miscommunication in awareness materials circulated by Manipur State AIDS Control Society through various media. According to Nanau, some of the messages urge people with HIV/AIDS to start consuming antiretroviral therapy, that is ART, regularly, whereas more accurate phrasing should be to encourage patients to undergo ART. Speaking at the press conference held at Manipur Press Club today, Haubam Nanau clarified that antiretroviral therapy, ART, refers to a therapy which is the entire treatment approach, not a specific medicine. The actual drugs prescribed as a part of this therapy are antiretrovirals, that is ARVs, which need to be consumed regularly for effective management of the condition. He further emphasized that mislabeling ART as a medicine in awareness materials may lead to confusion among patients and the general public. He urged authorities to revise the phrasing in their campaigns to ensure accurate and responsible communication.
Simple mistakes, when a dubbing and a drug of chocolate, but abruptly, to my dissatisfaction, Smite of Smite of the Lipser, Matumta, what is it? As a person living with HIV is how you are more I Hiram Care, drug listing, Lambda, HIV, Lambda, I did someone in the York for the last 3 decades. Sigumba, I am Siam, ဒီမျိုးစတီအတော့တော့စုညမှုဆိုကိုဟာလေတုံးစုံမလေးဟာဒီဘောထုံးဒီ ART လမ်းစင်းဘောဝါရိုဒီကမပင်ကျတိဘယ်လိုရရရှိဖို့ပြောဟိုက်စနေနိုင်မရှိဘူးတဲ့ကြောင့်
Civil bodies in Tamenglong have expressed discontentment on the inefficacy and failure in providing quality health care at Tamenglong District Hospital. The issue came to light during a follow-up visit that was carried out by organizations such as JTWA, INU, RNCM, LNCM, ZNCM, VLCC and CST to 100-bedded district hospital in Tamenglong, where the team uncovered severe healthcare crisis. According to these civil bodies, 167 out of 221 sanctioned posts for the hospital remained vacant, including 43 doctors and 72 paramedical staff. Essential services are nearly non-functional, with no pediatricians, no surgeons, no radiologists or ICU staff, and only 70 nurses out of the required 48 are operating in the hospital. The civil bodies have also resolved to submit a memorandum highlighting precarious conditions of the Tamenglong District Hospital to Manipur Governor, while also warning of starting agitation if residents of Tamenglong are deprived of basic health care. Matei Community Joint Coordinating Committee, in short MCJCC, has strongly condemned the assault of the driver of a bus carrying students of Yai Coaching Center come boarding Tobal Hauka Kiam Sifai on its way for excursion on June 22nd. Addressing a press meet held yesterday at Babu Bazar, MCJCC's Women Wing Secretary Pebam Indrani informed that 3 bike-borne individuals stopped the bus at Moirang Lamkai on the charge that the bus did not give passes for takeover, which was later settled at the spot. However, the same individuals came along with some group of people and subsequently stopped the bus on its return at a location in Bishnupur and assaulted the bus driver. Indrani also asserted that the person who laid the individuals had identified himself as Birjit. MCJCC's Women Wing Secretary urged those concerned to clarify the matter and appealed not to repeat such act.
Asigumba thokdok se aikoi lebak sida hojik se koi tamru laita dana tang ta dana leiriba aikoi se atopa jati ga aikoi ga ningai sangdana bagi lan tongna bagi lan marak sida aikoi masen maktada simaina lan thokna na bagi asigumba thokdok tholakpa ade asigumba thok chatharappa se aduki mati aikoi penjade aduna hairiba thokdoktada haidi jenariba lukki luchingba maliba Bridget hairiba nupasi kanano Mari lainaba singda thidokpiu maga chumthokpagi tanjado lobbiu akoi aduki matik haiba hapa kyam akoi gi akoi bada laibiriba praja sing amasung numitugi haidi excursion tugi program da yauriba guardian sing amasung oja sing angang macha sing gi thamoida aduki matik soya aduki matik akoi pejadre aduduna mari lainaba singna visit kanano maluk kanano haiba se simatang thidakpiu hai.
Punjab and Singh Bank today donated a water cooler machine with a UV filter at Manipur Police Headquarters located at Babupara. Manipur Police ADGP Law and Order L. Kailun unveiled the water cooler machine in the presence of IGP Dr. I.K. Muiva, ADGP Larhi Dorji Lato, IGP K. Kabib, IGP John 1 Themthing Ngangsava, IGP John 3 Kamai Ngangam Ramanas, DIG Headquarters Administration S. Gautam and staff of Punjab and Singh Bank during a function held at the Manipur Police Headquarters. Speaking at the function, ADGP Kailung expressed gratitude to the officials of Punjab and Singh Bank for their noble gesture. Punjab and Singh Bank Thangal Bazar branch manager Lakishan Panmai informed that the initiative was taken up as a corporate social responsibility in connection with its 118th Foundation Day. He also urged the general public to reap the benefits of certain schemes which is being implemented by the bank.
Punjab and Singh Bank. This will help us in our Jawan, our officers. It will greatly improve our performance also. We really thank the Punjab and Singh Bank for giving us this support. Thank you.
अखोई पंजाब सिंबिंग वैना 118 सुबह फाउंडेशन डे निमिषदा पुलिस हेडक्वार्टर दा खैना सीएचआर मखादा सुमाइना वाटर कूलर से खैना डोनेट तौजबनी पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट से हम थगा चै खैना सुमाइना मोइंदा रिक्वेस्ट तौरबम तम दमैना हरा हो या बिरा पितमता दुगा पजामिया मसु एनी बैंकिंग सर्विस रिलेटेड ले रखसो अखोई मणिपुर से ब्रांच तरुक ले तंगल बाजार ब्रांच चिमेरों ब्रांच लाइफनफनो ब्रांच खोराय अमदि चोरसमपुरगा तोबाल अदुना एनी बैंकिंग सर्विस एरगा सो अखोई बिना चंबियो हब स्कीम ले अखोई अंगम मतेंग पांगजे.
That's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
More particular idea by App Sarab Epsidane, school colonization, form Piloki, exit among Situate and other after Singing Mamba scheme the way another season of the Queen charges in lower us. Funding it, I'm going to see if it's hard on the way. Also, get to innovative idea, startup product or prototype, the Innotech Face, Salon North Ihan Hanoi in Senmaniaduga, total cash price 1 lakh, Adu award my Hamamas Aurico. From July date 18 to date 24 for 3 days. Science and Technology Department Government of Manipur event as organized to Event tawdaba mafam sina Manipur Science Center Takilpa dinosaur yam leng. Innovative idea challenge na tawa exhibition stall haina som yaw ko sida innovators, students, startup the existing business owners sing si loina mo yaw bayai. Sina tapa top events creative robot design, spot painting competition, science demonstration, IPR workshop and magic show mayam amasu yawi. So sida piriba QR code se scan torga dum online registration to bibe yare. And last date of registration is July ki date 10 oigani, and for more info sigi phone number sida hekta call to sun.
I come from Ukhrul, a small town in Manipur. While growing up, I didn't always see how my voice could shape decision. But I've learned something important. Every vote counts. And it begins with your name on the electoral roll. If you are turning 18 on or before the 1st of July, it's your time. It's your right. Register to vote. Don't wait to be told. Don't let others decide for you. Wherever you are from, your voice matters. Get registered as a voter and be counted. Count me in.
Welcome back. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. Now proceeding with other news. Manipur State Cooperative Bank MSCB, in association with Department of Transfusion Medicine RIMS and State Blood Sale of National Health Mission Manipur, organized blood donation camp at the office of MSCB at Old Assembly Road today. The blood donation camp was organized in connection with the 69th Foundation Day of Manipur State Cooperative Bank, which was established in 1956. Speaking on the sidelines of the blood donation camp, which was organized on the theme "Blood Donation is the Real Act of Humanity," DG Manager of Manipur State Cooperative Bank, Ladigengbam Angoba, maintained that the Manipur State Cooperative Bank has been providing banking services in every corner of the state and thus contributing to the economy of the country. A total of 40 donors, including staffs, customers and other individuals, voluntarily gave their blood during the camp.
Manipur State Cooperative Banking asi humfuga panchoba Foundation Day numini Foundation Day numini sida Manipur State Cooperative Bank limited na koi lamdam masigi da leiriba igi daka leiba anaba sing amadi Kodong Tiba Nanglaba, Muising, the Kitang Mating, or Nilaba Havaki Pandamda, Nasigi Asumlaba, blood donation came as he, Sinjabani, Sangdaba, Manipur State Cooperative Banki, Sahim Fumapangi, Consensida, Manipur State Cooperative na, State Asiki Kachin Kaya Tungna, Nasi Bhavada, Akoi, banking service, Maru Ina, all sections of the people of the state, Akoi Matamatangi, Makogi Dakar, Longi Mating Piduna, Akoi State Asiki, economy, Pagana Honda, Manipur State Cooperative na, Asoba, Taulang Yazari, and not my terms.
Packaged drinking water manufacturers and allied industries of Manipur distributed plastic bottle banks to 34 beneficiaries during a program held at Sangai Hall of Hotel Imphal at North AOC today. Speaking in the program held on the theme "Beat Plastic Pollution, Not Plastic," Principal Secretary of Mahud, R.K. Dinesh, highlighted the importance of plastic recycle to prevent environmental degradation and pollution. He further sought support and cooperation from public in tackling plastic pollution.
नत्रगा फाइन ताहंगद्रा दंडी तौगद्रा हाइना सिंगमसी अखोय खनदब नते खनै सोमना कंदा नसिगी अखोयना प्लास्टिक वेस्ट रिडक्शन पॉलिसी मयाम से लई अल्टरनेटिव्स लोइन लई अल्टरनेटिव सिंग से अखोय तानारगा तान तौ संखुद समनारगा करम बने इफेक्टिव कोयगदगे हागदो अखोय मधु एक्सपोर्ट ऑफ टॉक्सी अतै लमदसु करी करी तौरिगे हाइदसु अखोय येंगनी अतै चाखटप लमदा हागदरा अखोयदगी हेना फजना तौबल मयाम सु लई सिटी मयाम सु लई मोजिदना कमाई तौबी हागदसु अखोय येंगिनी अदुगा अल्टीमेट गोल दि अखोय मयाम चप माने अखोय मयाम गोल दि हाइदि अखोय Manipur si lunana thamsi hagaduni.
The 3-day basic fire and life safety training program, which is being organized by Manipur Fire Service from yesterday, has entered its second day. Approximately 55 trainees, including doctors, nurses and staffs from 26 hospitals from across the state, participated in the program. The trainees learned about the 6 firing installation, first aid firefighting appliances, and management of fire and life safety in hospital and nursing home. Resource persons also delivered expert talks about the topic during the program.
Hospital and nursing home da kari fixed firefighting installation tawgadage kamaina operate tawni in case of fall lagwada kamaina kari tawni haibna jingba aduga mai si kari no kamaina muthatkani extinguisher kamaina kapani haibna jingba adu tamdare in case of emergency fire thorba matanda patient bu kamaina pani evacuate tawgani kamaina pugani haibna jingba hospital amada install tawriba akoige faucet bu oiro fixed firefighting bu oiro masi operation wena Having Yahalaga Adum Tamnaba Aduma in hand training, Adumina Sigi, Pangtok 7.
A 7-day residential skill development training program on food processing for educated unemployment women of Manipur has begun today at Common Facility cum Demonstration Center of Manipur Science and Technology Council Mastic, Tagelpat in Imphal West District. The event was graced by former Director of Mastic, Dr. L. Dinachandra, Food Technologist T. Sanajauba, and Director of Mastic, Dr. Gesh Rakesh. In his address, Dr. Dinachandra urged participants to seize the opportunity for practical learning and to harness their skills for economic empowerment and entrepreneurship. The training program, which is being organized by Mastic, will continue until June 30th. Indian Red Cross Society, Bishnupur District Branch, Green Brigade Foundation, Manipur State Blood Transfusion Council, National Health Mission Manipur, State AIDS Control Society and Blood Center, JENIMS, jointly organized a blood donation camp. The camp, which was a part of 31st Irecha Singhidamak Kathoklaba campaign, was organized at JENIMS Blood Center. Around 10 people donated blood during the camp. With the aim to mitigate unemployment issue in the state, We Care Skill Solutions Manipur Inc., a memorandum of understanding with Sunday Hotels and Residences by Oraval, a UK-based 5-star hotels and residencies developed by Oraval Stays in Goregaon. General Manager of We Care Skill Solutions Manipur, Lystrom Paul, and Human Resource Head of Sunday Hotels and Residence by Oraval, Kartikeyan Kashyap, formally signed the agreement. Speaking in this regard, General Manager Paul asserted that his company has given job replacement to over 3,000 individuals in different parts of India and abroad. He also expressed his commitment to move forward. KVK Tobal has received the Best KVK Award Manipur for 2024-25, while Progressive Farmer Koijam Deben of KVK Tobal has also been conferred with Best Innovative Farmer Award Krishi Gaurav for his commendable work in sustainable farming and for his innovation of furrow maker fitted to power tiller or tractor. The award ceremony was organized at Meghalaya's Uyam on the occasion of 9th Foundation Day of ICAR Agricultural Technology Application Research Institute, Zone 7. Meghalaya's Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Minister, Dr. M. Amparin Lingdo, Director of ICAR Atari Zone 7, Uyam, Meghalaya, Dr. A.K. Mohanty, Assistant Director General, ICAR, New Delhi, Dr. R.R. Burman, presented the awards to KVK Thobal's senior scientists, Dr. Jeshmarani Sarangtham and Koijam Deben. KVK Tobal was conferred Best KVK Award Manipur for providing services such as location-specific, cutting-edge agricultural technologies, fostering farm innovation and impactful extension services. A slow loris was rescued late last night from a residence near Kwakta Bazaar public ground. The rescue was carried out by environmental activist Anish Ahmed following a tip-off from concerned local residents who spotted the animal. Anish safely retrieved the endangered primate and later handed over to staffs of Range Forest Office, Moirang of Bishnupur district. Environmental activist Anish Ahmed attributed the recurring presence of wild animals in residential areas to deforestation, stating that it has significantly disrupted natural habitats and forced wildlife to seek refuge in human settlements. He praised the alertness and cooperation of local residents for reporting the sighting of the endangered slow loris and assisting in this safe rescue. Anish Ahmed further noted that such incidents are not new, particularly in areas near the Tangjing Hill Range, where similar wildlife encounters have taken place in the past. Now moving on to national and international news. The shift to online learning during the COVID-19 lockdown has left children across India exposed to alarming online threats, according to a study by Karnataka State Commission for Protection of Child Rights and Child Fund India. In an article on Deccan Herald written by independent writer Ananta Padmanabham, according to a survey on around 900 students ranging from age 8 to 18 years, the study found that 1 in 16 had chatted with stranger online and 1 in 10 had met them in person. Disturbingly, 1% admitted to sharing intimate content and 7% disclosed personal details like addresses. Boys and rural children were more prone to risky interactions, while the 15 to 18 age group emerged as most vulnerable. Social media Instagram was linked to 77% of reported unsafe online incidents. Despite the severity, only 1/3 of parents reported such cases to authorities. Experts highlighted that contributing factors such as unsupervised screen time, poor adult awareness, and children's fear of speaking up. The report urged parents to set boundaries, teach online safety, and remain alert to behavioral changes. It also called for better training for educators and community-wide awareness campaigns to curb digital exploitation. As online access deepens, child safety advocates stress that proactive engagement and education are the key role to protecting children in the digital area. In a dramatic escalation just hours after a U.S. broker ceasefire took effect, Israel launched fresh strikes against Iran, accusing Tehran of violating the agreement by firing missiles into northern Israel. The renewed hostilities threatened to reignite the conflict that U.S. President Donald Trump had dubbed the 12-day war, following nearly 2 weeks of intense fighting between the regional rivals. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz confirmed that he had ordered the Israeli Defense Forces (IDF) to respond forcefully to Iran's violation of the ceasefire with intense strikes against regime targets in the heart of Tehran. The IDF said sirens were activated in northern Israel around 3:30 a.m. According to Israeli officials, 2 missiles were detected and intercepted hours after the ceasefire officially began. The Israeli embassy in London released a photo allegedly showing one of the rockets launched during the truce, stating Iran continues to show its true nature as a terror state and a regional threat. However, Iran rejected the accusation. Iranian state media, citing unnamed military sources, denied firing missiles after the ceasefire took effect and instead accused Israel of breaking the truce, reporting that Israeli forces conducted 3 airstrikes inside Iran on Tuesday morning. The Iranian government called Israel's claim a pretext for further aggression and warned that any future violations will be made with stronger retaliation. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump, who had proudly announced a truce late Monday, expressed frustration over the renewed violation. Speaking to reporters, Trump has said he was not happy with Iran and really unhappy with Israel, emphasizing his disappointment that both sides had risked unraveling the fragile agreement. And now the weather report. According to ICR Regional Center Imphal, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 28 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 22.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 92% in the morning and 80% in the evening. As per report, the state received 2.3 millimeters of rainfall in the last 24 hours. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Continuous rainfall for 3 days leads to flooding of houses at Kongchak Makhalekai under Mayang Imphal constituency. Locals express concern on recurring flooding. Imphal East District instructs removal of illegal structures constructed along riverbanks and drainage channels by June 13th. Imagi Maira condemns Amit Shah's statement regarding difficulty of forming elected government until agreement reached between Matei and Kuki communities. And Aam Aadmi Party demands early restoration of normalcy in Manipur, urges to prioritize rehabilitation of internally displaced persons to their original homes. Well, that's all we have for today. Now, before we leave, a quick reminder to all the viewers, COVID-19 is around. Wear your mask. Wash your hands frequently, maintain safe distance and get vaccinated. Stay safe, stay responsible. Thank you for being with us and good night.